Hey folks, welcome back to Civilization 6 and welcome back to our Let's Play of the July 2024 monthly challenge on Emperor difficulty Terra Incognita. So last time we established our strategy. We're building these two cities first and saving this settler, which we got for free, to head across the water as soon as we learn cartography to get the head start on the other AIs. So we're 11 turns out from cartography when we can send this unit out. It is going to be dangerous to send it unescorted. If we run into a barbarian, we'll lose it. So we want to find a good location and settle it as quickly as possible while avoiding any potential threats from barbarians. The other thing we started working on this market, but we wanted to build this encampment both for the production and the protection that it provides. So we're actually going to do that first. And then we do need the gold from the market, but I feel like we need to get some sort of unit to scout around. Go with a warrior. That's 2 movement. Heavy chariot's 2 movement. The skirmisher has 3 movement. I'd love to get a black army, but we don't have any. Horses, and I can't really afford to buy them either. So for now, we'll just have to send it unescorted and try to be as careful as possible and hope we don't screw ourselves that way. Let's see. What else are we doing here? We don't have enough food. We're at 0 food, so we're not growing. I think we'll lock in this this cattle tile to get a little bit of growth. And then we have this this builder here. Let's see. We're going to build a mine, and then that's right. We were gonna come up to here and chop and mine here to speed up the campus. Okay, for our skirmisher, we need to go meet Rome, and we need to get around the coast to do it because we don't want to try and cross through these mountains. So let's go ahead and let's come over here and wait a turn for this cross movement to move. Then we'll get in the water. Okay, we're starting on turn 16. Let's see. Spain has sent us a delegation. Very nice. Poundmaker has sent us a delegation. So we're starting on turn 16 in 1365 AD. That's not great because we're trying to move around here. So we might have some... This skirmisher might have some problems getting around the cape here. We'll have to come back to that later. This crossbow still hasn't moved, so we'll cross the river. You're going to build a mine there to get some additional production on the copper. And we'll go to the next turn. Now, actually, one thing I'm thinking about, we want to get as much early advantage as we can. So I'm actually going to put this settler into the water to prepare to cross the ocean tiles. You're going to go into the water here. And you're going to head up here to chop and mine. Okay. Next turn. We did have a volcano become active. I don't think that was in our territory, though. So we're going to move you here. That's as far as you can go. We've got more Spanish units blocking our way. Very irritating. Let's go ahead to the next turn. I'm not going to put you to sleep because I want to check in on you to make sure there's nobody coming up to assault you. And in fact, it might be a better idea to keep you near the coast until we're closer to being done here. Stupid Spanish unit is blocking me. I guess I go up on the ground again. And you're going to chop. That's going to juice the production on the campus and gain us some population. There we go. There's some era score for completing a very strong campus. We're at 4 population here now, and we definitely need, for this city, we need more builders. We need to just, like, get as much production and growth here as we can. So I'm going to go for another builder. Okay, you're still fine. We're 4 turns out now. Let's see what happens in the water here. Okay, so there's a pikeman there. You're going to build a mine for the production improvement. Let's see what we're working here. +1 food, not great. Yeah, we don't have any amenities, so these guys are displeased. Minus 15% growth and minus 10% to non-food yields. If we can get the bath built over here, we can get some amenities. We could also get a unit here because we have the card in, right? For +1 amenities for cities with a garrisoned unit. But building a unit, I mean, I don't know. We don't have a... We can get like we can get a 4-turn warrior and just station it there as a 1 amenity kind of a deal. Three turns from cartography. You stay where you are. We've got 2 pikemen, so... I don't think they can attack into the water from the land, but I'm not sure about that. We'll take 1 turn here so that we can only spend 1 turn really in close to them. Come up here and get a little bit of vision. Okay, so we'll come here and meet Rome.
Augusta e Roma imperator Caesar Traianus sum. Quies? Qua terra patria vocas.
So Trajan says, "Hail, stranger! I am the Imperator Caesar Trajan of far-reaching Rome. Who are you, and what lands do you claim as your own? It's an honor to meet you, sample your hospitality. I don't have gold to afford to send you a delegation, but I will spend a little bit of gold to get open borders." So he wants 13 gold for open borders, and then... Can I sell you my open borders as well? Will you sell me, give me some gold back? 1 gold. All right. Fine. So we can pass through his lands. We want to get down to meet Egypt next. And it actually, I'm not sure. Does it make more sense to go through the land to meet these 3? I think so. And then Nubia would be the last one to meet. So, or we could come down to here and then come this way to do it. All right, what else have we got? Arrow score. We met Trajan. Okay. All right, a couple things happened. Estergom is low on food, but we did get another builder. I think we'll quickly build a warrior just to have a unit garrisoned here, and then we'll get some more builders out. We're going to be building districts here, so we should probably harvest this wheat. It'll grow the city's population very quickly, which lets us work more tiles. And then the remaining stuff we'll put into improving some of these production tiles that we're working. So these 3. Now, unfortunately, none of these are near rivers, but it might be, well... So 2 here that we could do 2 chops and mines, which would give +1 production to these... and get us a bunch of production to build stuff. So that might be worth doing. Let's start by harvesting the wheat. What else is going on here? We've got a violent storm. That doesn't affect us. And this is up near Japan and Spain, so they'll probably have to deal with that. It's probably not a problem for us. We're 1 turn out, so I will move you 1 tile further to the west here. And next turn you'll be able to cross into ocean tiles. Let's send you down the coast. Oh, that guy has a ranged attack, but we can move there next turn. So we might take a shot from this guy. Let's find out. Yeah, he did take a shot at us. Okay, so there is cartography. Fantastic. Casa de Contratación would be very nice, but I don't think we can be building early wonders this early. Now, we need to get across the water, and we need to be very careful. We need to move 1 tile at a time and look for any barbarians that appear. If one appears when we move to the furthest tile, we're just screwed, which would be awful. But we got to take this risk to get that huge advantage against everybody else in claiming land in the New World. Let's harvest. And now we have to pick our next research. So let's take a look at what's available. Mass production, we don't have any lumber, or we don't have any shipyards, not shipyards, harbors. So this isn't super helpful for us. Banking could be very good for us. I'd love to have a couple of banks. We don't have any niter and won't likely have any niter anytime soon. We do have a quarry. Printing would be great, but we'll eventually build these 2 universities and get it boosted, and I don't think we have the time to build Forbidden City right now. So what's after that? Movement for embarked units would be great, but it's a big research. Patala Palace is nice. Pike and shot and bombard. Bombard, I believe, requires niter, But pike and shot is a 55 strength unit. We don't really want to build a lot of units that aren't our civilization special like cavalry. So that's not super great. We want to levy military. Fort and Renaissance walls, none of that is great. We'd love to get to industrialization. Cuirassier, field cannon. Hussar, that's our next special cavalry after Black Army. So maybe we start making our way towards military science. What does that involve? Looks like siege tactics. We're not going to own 2 trebuchets anytime soon. We might get 2 universities, so we'll research siege tactics for now. No, I'm going to research banking first. I want the banks. That's going to help us. But then we'll think about coming back to siege tactics. All right. Let's go to the next turn. Trajan sends us a delegation. All right. Hopefully we don't run into any barbarians here. There is some something here, an island. I think we're too close for the continent, but there's something here. Our skirmisher took some hits. Let's move him out of range. Let's continue harvesting this wheat. That gets us up to 6 population. Let's focus on production. We're not growing, but we can't grow until we get some farms down. So we're stuck at 6 pop. That's fine. Let's focus on production for now. All right, so we're working all these tiles. We can improve some of them. And we'll get an amenity in 1 turn once this warrior's here. All right, so who's over here? Yeah, we got a little banana island. Looks like there's a little bit more land down here that we could explore, so we'll head south next turn. Really nervous about barbarians, but we have to take this risk. Let's keep you moving down the coast. We want to meet Egypt. And now for you... Let's see. I guess we come up here. No, we're better off going for these 2, right? Well, this is a 2 food, 2 production tile. If we chop, it becomes a 1 food, 4 production. Whereas if we chop here, this becomes what? 1 food, 5 production? I'm not quite sure. Removing the forest removes 1, and then adding the mine adds 2. So this becomes 1, 4. I think we want to keep the food tile there for now, because otherwise Estragon will start to starve. So we'll do these 2. We'll do a chop and mine on these 2. And we'll use the production to make some good stuff. All right, let's head south a little bit. Oh, we've got a city-state. Cahokia. Okay. And we're the first to meet them. We're gonna be the first to meet almost everybody. So we got 1 free envoy. Suzerain status lets us build Cahokia mounds, which provide gold and an amenity. So that's really good for us. And later we can get an amenity from the 2nd. We get +1 food for every 2 adjacent districts once feudalism is discovered, or for every adjacent district once replaceable parts is discovered. Do we have feudalism? I think we already do, right? Yeah, we do. Okay. So if we place Cahokia mounds next to districts, we get food and amenities. That's really good. Provides +1 housing and additional housing cannot be built. Okay, so we definitely want to get suzerain status of them. So what we're going to do is we're going to send Amani. We're going to appoint her to Cahokia, and in 5 turns we'll become suzerain. They gave us a quest to send a trade route. That's going to be tough without a harbor or a. We don't have a way to send anything across the water because you can't build a boat unless you're on the coast or you have a harbor. It's going to be a while for us to get there. We need 10 population first. Or another city, which we don't have a river mouth for. There's a big flood over here. Okay. Let's keep moving with our skirmisher. A little bit of land here. Couldn't settle there because of loyalty pressure. What just happened? We finished our commercial hub. Very nice. We're up to +8 gold per turn. We'll have to think about what to do with that. So there's nowhere to settle here. We haven't actually found the next continent. We're like, we found, you know, an island here near Cahokia. Let's keep moving west. Looks like there is more land to the west. Your job is to just stay here and be an amenity source for Estergom. So now we're at 1 of 3. Okay, that's a little bit better. I think we need to build more builders here. We get efficiency from building them with Liang. We just need to build up a lot of the land around here first, and then we'll go after our commercial hub here, and then maybe the Bath as well. I'd also like to get a trader, at least one trader. I'd like to trade with England to solidify our friendship there. And actually, why don't we get an alliance with England? So if we had a trade route, one of these other things could be good. If I build a trader after this builder and then trade with Bristol, that's a really short, easy trade route to get. Or I could trade with London, maybe. And let's see, what kind of alliance do we want with them? Research alliance gives us science, but we're okay for science. Military alliance could be okay. Economic alliance would be great. +4 gold from trade routes to your ally. Cultural alliance would be good as well. What's our culture at? 18? We're doing all right for science. We're doing all right for culture. But really what we need more than anything is gold. So let's see if she wants an economic alliance. What would make it agreeable? 3 gold right now? Done. Okay. So we have an economic alliance with Victoria. Nobody else really likes us enough to be friends with us. But that cements the idea that I'm going to get a trader after this builder. Okay. And we're going to chop those out, actually. So this skirmisher is standing exactly where I want to be. Very, very, very irritating. So I guess we'll come this direction and then move there next turn. As for you, what do we want to do here? Do we want to get a university? That would give us more science, but now that we've gotten cartography, we don't really need more science. Not right now. What we need is production. A stable would give us production and combat experience for our Black Army that we're going to build eventually. We can't build another district till we get more population. I could build the trader here right now. I think we invest in the stable for now. Or I could... Well, I don't know when we're going to get horses. Actually, wait a minute. Weren't there horses over here? Yeah, but they'd have to grow here and then, like, build a pasture before we would get those horses from them. So once we're suzerain, we get strategic resources from city-states. So we could theoretically get horses from them at some point, but I don't know when. What else could we build? We could go university. We could go watermill for a little bit of food and production. We don't have any farms yet. Look at all these tiles we're working. Where would we have a farm triangle for you? I guess here? And then we would share it with Estergom. We already have feudalism. So if we can build these 3... I don't really want to purchase that tile. But if we could build a farm triangle there, that would be great. Actually, we can release this tile now. We don't need the science from working that. So I'd love to have a pasture here, a mine here, a quarry there. These guys we could chop to force ourselves to grow the city up to 10. And then once we acquire this tile, although it's going to take a while to get that because I don't want to spend the gold on it. We could have 2 farms here. So it seems like a builder is the way to go. I don't need the university right now. I don't need the stable right now. We don't have farms, so the watermill is not a good investment right now. I think we do go builder right now. The other thing I could do is get a settler to come over here and grab this iron and this rice and whatnot. When these floodplains are very nice. I think I get to 10 population first. And maybe try to get like a harbor or something, because we need some boats. So I think I go builder here. And try to get myself up to harbor. And then if we lose a population building a settler to get this third city up and running, that's okay. Alright. Next turn. Alright, I'm getting real nervous about barbarian galleys and whatnot, but let's keep moving. Okay, so over here we do see there's some amber here. So like, if we settle here, we'd have no districts. We could have a harbor, that's it. I don't think that's worth doing. Let's get you somewhere. Yeah, let's get you on land to go meet Cleopatra. You can now come up here to chop and mine. So we're going to chop out another builder, and then we're going to chop out a trader. All right. What is this? Philip will sell me horses, Trajan will sell me iron. I'm not spending gold on any of that. How many turns till she's 2 turns until she's established? And when we get to envoys, plus 4 gold in every bank, shipyard, and consulate building. We don't have any of that. Okay. But we will be able to build Cahokia mounts with our builders, so that's good. Let's keep moving west here. Okay, we have found the continent. We found the continent. Look at this. Right off the bat, 2 coffee. Amber. Now let's look at our settler tab. Okay, so there's somebody... Oh, there's a... You can see it. There's a city-state right there. So we can't... As Hungary, we really want to settle on rivers. So maybe we can settle that tile. We'll have to look. It depends on how this city-state is positioned. Looks like it's a scientific city-state. I could settle here. It would be safe to settle here. And we would have access to 2 coffee luxuries we could immediately sell. I'd have the coffee, the amber, the fish. I'd have the reef here. So I could build a pretty nice... What does this look like if I build a campus there? It's only a +2. I could settle here. It would get us a luxury right away. Now, Matthias benefits from settling on rivers, but it looks like that's not entirely viable. I might take 1 turn to come up here and see what this tile looks like. And then... But yeah, we get 2 luxuries for settling here, plus the fish tiles. We're in between 2 city-states, so I can levy their militaries once I get some more gold. The problem's going to be this city won't have a lot of ability to place down districts. We could place like 1 district there, 1 on the rice if we harvest it, and 1 there maybe, and a harbor. I might settle there. Plus, first land that floods when sea levels rise, that's a little sketchy, right? That's a little dangerous. Not the ideal settlement location. But it's also... There are, like, I can settle there, and then my worries about barbarians killing my settler are over, right? It's a tough call. Alright, so we're going to chop out this this builder. Very nice. Now we're working on our first trader. Let's go meet Cleopatra. So, I am Isis reborn. I am the living Nile. I am Cleopatra and an ally, if you are worthy. Honor to meet you, etc. and so forth.
Przez Boga błogosławione, pewnam tego. Jam Jadwiga, król Polski.
We've also met Jadwiga. A meeting blessed by God, I'm sure. I am Jadwiga, the king of Greater Poland. Yes, a king. Honor to meet you. Okay, so Cleopatra, I know, likes a strong military, so she's not going to be, like, too big on us. We're not that much stronger than anybody else. Let's get open borders with these two. I can't afford delegations, but I can spend a little bit of gold to get open borders to improve their opinion of me. Do the same with Jadwiga. 12 gold, that's fine. Okay. This builder is going to come right over here. And we've secured a normal age. Okay. So how much time do we have? We've got another 30 to 60 turns until the next era. So we have a normal age. We'd love to have a golden age, but who knows, right? Let's go to the next turn. Okay, I want to scout this side of the river. Let me take... Oh, so technically we could settle up there. Right? No. Revealing that was a problem. Okay, there's Geneva. We've met them. Like the coffee and the amber and the safety of settling here is really nice. The only problem is we'd need to rush research and then build, what's it called? How does it work? Flood barriers? We need to like rush computers and get flood barriers before people start polluting the atmosphere with coal. Is it worth settling here? It secures the safety of our settler. It gets us a foothold on the continent. It gets us coffee and amber. And we can build a pretty decent harbor here somewhere, which lets us project power into the water as we spread around other parts of this continent. So I think I might, even though this is dangerous, I think it might be the best play to settle right here and gobble up as many of these tiles as I can. Do we want to send envoys anywhere? One turn till we become suzerain of Cahokia. Let's take a look. We met Geneva. We've got one there. Getting 3 envoys gets us +2 science in every university. We don't have any of those. But we also earn +15 science whenever you're not at war, which would be effective immediately. So since we have 7 envoys banked, I think throwing 2 into Geneva and becoming their suzerain is worth doing. Oh, that also gives us quite a bit more visibility here. We can see there is an enemy skirmisher and a barb camp over here. This river is inland, but it would be dangerous to take our settler there without an escort. But once we have this city, we can build some kind of escort unit and another settler, and then like maybe settle this arc. Show me the settler screen here. So yeah, we could get, well, apparently there's a volcano nearby. We could get on the river here and just eat the consequences of that. We could get on the river over here. There's olives. There's more coffee. All that seems really good. How much does it cost to levy their military? 780 gold. Gosh, that's a lot. But we could levy their military. We'd get their crossbowmen, their man-at-arms, and their pikemen for 780 military. And then if we levy that military, we gain 2 more envoys with them, right? So that would be good. There's another potential location here. 1, 2, 3. That could be our second city. I think we don't get picky here. I think we just take up as much land as we can and deal with the problems as they arise. I think it does make sense. Like, as much as we benefit from settling on rivers, it doesn't look like there's a river mouth available to us on the coast. And going that far inland without an escort near this barb camp just seems reckless and dangerous to me. So the only other thing I can think of is coming to settle here on this river. But it's adjacent to a mountain. Like, we'd have a 2-2 tile to work. We'd have this stone. Like, if I settle you here, we get the stone. I guess we would have access to those olives or that coffee. But there's sea resources as well. I think we settle here and just try to get our flood barriers up here. And then we try to get another settler over here and then a settler over here. By the time we can afford to do that, we might have saved enough gold to levy this military to clear things out and escort people as well. There's some tribal villages here. What are our city-state quests right now? Send a trade route, recruit a great scientist. Actually, we might be... We have +4? No, Japan's in the lead. Oh, Egypt's got +7. Okay, so people are ahead of us. If we build some universities, we can address that, but... there is a reef here, which would make a decent... Like a +2 campus there, if we wanted it. Although, again, flooding. I'm not sure how the barriers work if you build... Would I have to build them twice or just once? So let's think this through. If we put a city here, right, then harbors get adjacency from what? If I put a harbor here, that's a +4 harbor. What about here? That's a +3 harbor. Yeah, all right. So we get the +4 harbor there. We get like a +2 campus there. We can generate some gold from coastal resources. You know, we get the coffee. We get the amber. And we get a head start on this continent. That's the main thing. So I think... Yeah, I think we send you down here and we settle this spot. That's our goal. All right, you get me a mine. We've met Egypt. We've met Poland, so now we need to meet Norway. So let's cross the river next turn with our skirmisher and head down to meet Norway. And then Nubia is the last one, I think. All right, next turn. Amani's established. Okay, that means we are now the suzerain, right? Yes, so we can build Cahokia Mounds. +3 gold, 1 amenity. That's very strong for us. Let's figure out... We want them to be adjacent to districts, right? So... Hold on. Let me think about this. We've planned a bunch of districts here. We kind of want these to be farms. So why don't we harvest this wheat for more population? And then build a Cahokia mound here. +3 gold, +1 housing. Let me double check how that works. +3 gold. Amenity from their first Cahokia mound. +1 food for every adjacent 2 districts. Okay. So there would be kind of the better place to put it, because eventually we'll have 2 districts, or 1, 2, 3 there. But that's probably a mine. Let's see. I think we still build this. We get an amenity and a housing, and later we'll get a food from it. We are working this tile right now. Yeah, I think we do this anyway. Pushes us to 7 population and gets us the Cahokia amount. You are going to harvest as well. Now we have some overflow production. I do want as much gold as I can get, so we'll trade with either London, Manchester, or Bristol. If we look at the differences here, they'll get 4 gold from us no matter what. So we can get 1 science and 1 gold from trading with London. It's 54 turns, not that much different, so we'll trade with London here. Okay, that's very nice. Now we're up to 18 gold per turn. We have some overflow production, so the next thing we want to build is our commercial hub. Let's get that going. And then we'll build some more builders, I think. Maybe 1 more? Not sure. We are at -2 food, so we should build... The next thing we should build is a settler. After the commercial hub, we'll build a settler. Okay. Tribal villages discovered. New continent. Pangaea. South America. Pangea and South America both discovered. Okay. Got some more era score. All right. Let's go to the next turn.
Ditissimas tui regni regiones diripendas ostibus dauisti. Num propagatio adio te terret.
You have left the richest parts of your land for your enemies to claim. Are you so scared of expansion? He's not happy that we don't have many cities yet. I did see something promising here. Cahokia has expanded to the horses, and it looks like they're sending a builder over. So once they build this pasture, we should start getting horses from them, which is fantastic. All right. So for you, let's improve tiles that were working. I can't remember if we can put a lumber mill on a jungle if it's as productive as it is on woods. I don't think it is. But we were saying, I think, that we were going to chop and mine here to grow us to 10 pop. We'll try anyway. I need you to meet Norway, so get moving in that direction. All right. You get me my Cahokia mount. Okay, so 1 food, 1 production, 3 gold. We are working that tile. That's good. And we got another amenity from that. Now we have 5 of 4 required amenities. 1 from our warrior. What are these 3 luxuries? 1 from improvements. What are these 3 luxuries? Oh. I think we're getting luxuries from city-states as well. Looks like we're getting gypsum, silk, and tea. Where are those coming from? There's amber here. Where are we getting these luxuries from? Resources. Silk. Tea. Gypsum. Where am I getting these from? They've got to be coming from city-states I'm the suzerain of, right? You have amber. You have silk. I can see you giving me silk. Huh. Well, not sure about that, but we'll take it. Are we getting that from a trade route with London? That doesn't make any sense. I'm not sure. Maybe the Cahokia amount works that way. That's weird. All right, production here. Yeah, we're not growing as fast as I'd hope with the... Oh, we haven't done the chop yet. I'm torn between university and stable. I think we are gonna... So we are getting horses, though, right? Or we're gonna get horses soon. I would like to build at least one of these to have it on this continent to defend, to, like, boost up the strength of my cities. Because right now, all I have is this crosswoman. That's literally it. So I think I'll go for the stable. We'll get +1 production. We don't need the housing, but we'll get +1 production from it. But it'll help us improve our light cavalry. So let's go after the stable there. 7 turns because it's across the river. What else are we doing? You're gonna build a mine. We should get one of these guys down here to build a Cahokia mount like here, for sure. So yeah, we already have a builder. So you're gonna chop and mine. Then you're going to pasture, then you're going to Cahokia mount. And I might actually have you move and do the Cahokia mount first.
In diplomacy, there are 2 kinds of problems, small ones and large ones. The small ones will go away by themselves, and the large ones you will not be able to do anything about.
All right, there's the diplomatic service civic. We can construct a spy, declare a liberation war or a holy war. We can establish resident embassies. We can build a chancery, which we don't need. And Whistlebank actually could be really good because we do have an alliance with London. Let's take a look at our policies here. So we don't really need charismatic leader. We have other ways of getting envoys. So maybe, yeah, I'm going to swap in Whistlebank in here. That'll get us +2 food and +2 production. That's really good. Do we want urban planning right now? Is there something better? Town charters is probably better than +2 production. This is definitely worth keeping. We're done with serfdom for a while. We don't need any more builders right now. So I will swap town charters out for this. Let's look at our military policies. Yeah, I think these are good the way they are. So urban planning is the only one I might take out. And what would I put in instead? Great scientist. Production towards spies. +1 gold for each envoy. This is really strong, actually. 6 gold per turn right now is a big boost for me. Maybe I'll do this. And then when we want to build more builders, we can take town charters out and put serfdom in. Yeah, so we're getting ourselves some additional gold, food, and production with this change. I like that. Okay, you go ahead and found this city. There's some era score. PÉCS becomes the first settlement on South America. We're going to go straight into building our harbor. And I would like to get this coffee online. It's not as important as it was before when we were like lacking amenities, but I'd like to get the coffee and the amber online. So let's wait a turn or two. What are we working? We're working 2 food, 1 production, 1 culture tiles. I would like to focus on growth here. And then later we'll focus on production. I guess we get some things for free here. Yeah, we get the monument and the granary and the ancient walls for free. But we've now established ourselves on this continent. So once you get the harbor done, we're gonna put Magnus in here to encourage growth, and then eventually we're gonna be pumping out settlers here. So let's stick Magnus in here. We have no more governor titles available. Never mind. Okay. As soon as we get another governor title, and let me see about that. Is there something I could be researching instead of humanism? No. Next governor titles aren't until the industrial era, unfortunately. We need to save our gold to levy city-state militaries, so we can't really spend gold on anything. Not for now, anyway. But just having accomplished this is just feels great to me. Like, the other civs, how far away are they from even getting over here? Like, what are they focusing on? We don't know. But I don't think anyone's getting over there as quickly as me. I mean, we were the first person to meet both of these city-states. Actually, I'd really love another unit to come over here and, like, I can't move now that this settler is planted. I'd like to be, like, moving around the map and meeting more city-states. If I could levy military, that would be easy, but it's so damn expensive right now. What else can we do? I guess when I finish my world tour with you, we could send you across the water. Let's get you up and through these woods. Let's see. You're going to chop and mine. Actually, do I want the Cahokia Mound first? We're not going to be working that tile, even if we put the mound there, so... How are we for amenities in this city? We're fine. Why do we have 9 amenities? I don't understand. Entertainment, start era, luxuries. Okay, so we don't need the Cahokia Mound. Fine. Then in that case, let's do what we were planning to do. Let's see if we can get our population to 10 somehow. What are you gonna do? We're working this. So we'll improve that somehow. Alright, we've got time for one more turn here. Looks like I can sell my horses. I don't want to do that. What are we going to do with you? Like, if I chop this, what do I put here instead? A farm? Oh, that's not that good. I can't build a lumber mill here yet. Do I want a farm? Farm provides housing and food, which I don't really need. I don't want to chop this either. So for now, let's not do anything with this. We want a farm triangle here for sure. The quarry would be nice. So I guess we'll get a quarry. Two turns to the stable, and then how many horses do I need? I'm getting 2. So we are getting horses now. So they must have built this pasture. They did. Okay. How many horses do I need for a black army? 13 more horses? Okay. So actually, now would be a good time to have, what is it? There's a card that gives you double horses. Oh, but that's only from improved horses and iron. That doesn't count for the way we're getting horses from our city states. We just have to wait for that. Okay, can we meet
Harald Sigurðarson.
Harold Sigurdsson?
Fyrir þér. Aldrei var víkingur slík landsnja lagar. Ertu hræddur?
All right, Harold Sigurdsson stands before you, a Viking unlike any the seas and lands have ever known. Ha! Are you afraid? It's an honor to meet you. Please make war on all the people on that side of the continent and leave me the hell alone. Let's go ahead and get open borders with Harold. So far, we haven't made any enemies. 12 gold is fine. And we've met almost all the civs. We just have to meet Nubia. Poundmaker doesn't seem to be encroaching on our territory. I don't know what they're doing, but they're all kind of limiting themselves to 3 or 4 cities for right now. I guess they're like trying to build up their infrastructure or their militaries or something. Well, no, nobody's working on military. Nobody's really aggressive yet. None of these people are hostile, but they're also not friendly. But none of them seem to be building up their militaries. They're all working on things like gold and faith and culture and science and such. So I'm fine with that. That works for me. Let's go ahead and get this quarry online. Let's get this pasture online. And then I might send one of you... Yeah, I might send you across the ocean here. What have you got? 2 build charges? You could get me a coffee plantation or 2. We do have this unimproved tile and that unimproved tile. But... yeah, helping out my new city with 4 builder charges could be really good. Like we could get the fish, the amber, and the coffee online. We don't need the coffee as badly, but we could sell it. We're making money at a healthy clip now. 35 gold per turn isn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. And we're about to have banking, which means we could get more if we want to invest in building banks. But that's going to have to be a place we stop for this episode. I need to start spamming out settlers here and claiming as much of the new world as I can before the AI get over here. We just need to become just absolutely loaded with luxuries, with strategic resources. Anything we can find over here is amazing. This is never going to be a fantastic city, but it is a foothold city from which I can put out settlers and escort units. And we're eventually going to be able to build boats here as well. This passage across the water seems relatively safe, so I might actually build like a galley or a caravel here first, although it's going to be a while before this harbor's done. But I might build a boat here, since it's the only place we can do it, and send some settlers across the water from here. Like this settler's going to be down on this iron, but after that we can send some settlers across this strait, and then we can send units as well, and we can infiltrate inwards through our foothold at PÉCS. And we can meet more city-states, we can claim more of the new continent for ourselves, gain access to luxuries, maybe even get monopolies, like we can definitely get a coffee corporation here, not corporation industry here, which is huge. Let me check real quick. I know I'm rambling, but I want to see industry. How do you know the benefit? It gives a unique benefit to its city. Where does it tell you? Industries. Corporations, maybe? Industries, corporations, and monopolies. Okay, coffee gives plus 20% culture yield. Okay, so if we build a coffee industry here, that means we really need a theater square here as well. So we might give up on the idea of the campus and go for a theater square here somewhere. Something to think about for next time. Anyway, I am letting this run long because I'm very excited about this game. It's a really interesting premise, and I've never played Matthias before, so I'm excited to like really get my empire online and begin living city-states, making war on people. But we have this peaceful expansionist era first, and then we kill everybody. So should be a fun game. I'm really super pleased that we managed to get this over here and get this started. I feel like this foothold is really going to give us a huge advantage in the end game as we claim a lot of land and meet a lot of city-states here. I do need to get like I need to get like a skirmisher over here to explore. I wish they weren't so expensive because a skirmisher takes 75 turns here, right? Whereas a warrior takes 20. It's just insane. I need more gold. I need more production. I need more science. I need more culture. I need more everything. And next time we'll get into that. So that is going to be it for this time. I swear to God, I'm done rambling now. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying this playthrough as much as I'm enjoying playing it. And I hope to see you next time. Take care.